gosh. Oh no, that shouldn't have happened. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, no, guys, let me just. Is it really a debut if you don't break your neck before you've even done the intro? Oh gosh. Oh no. Okay guys, we're gonna pretend. That everything, yep, scuffling is an omnipresent threat to all VTubers. You know, I've never had this happen before. I've never had my neck break like this, but you know. Anyway. Anyway, we're just moving on. We're just going on with the show. We're just going on with it, guys. We're just gonna go on with it. But yes. Oh god. Why is my neck breaking? Oh no. Oh no, we do not. Hang on, let me... Okay. If my neck breaks anymore, I'm gonna cry. Because it really shouldn't be. It really shouldn't be breaking. But hello, welcome. I would love to introduce myself to you all, assuming my neck doesn't continue breaking. Hello, look at all these cute things I had planned, right? I had so many cute little plans and I was like, oh, this is all gonna work so well, everything's gonna be perfectly fine. Boom. Everything explodes. But yes, hello everyone, hello, please don't cry, it's close, I'm getting close to it, I'm getting close to the tiz, you know. But yes, hello everyone, hello, let me move my hand down. My name is Robyn Woods, and today we're going to do a little bit of a pseudo debut, and what is a debut without, neck and occult difficulties? No, don't do me like that, Welcome to this brief little debut. We're only going to go for like maybe 30 minutes or so. I know this is very early. I'm aware this is a little bit early, so we're going to try and test the waters, kind of figure out what times work well for people. But yes, we're going to treat this sort of like any other debut, but on a sort of fast speed. There's definitely a chill, cozy vibe I needed this morning. Yes, I'm glad I could make a swift recovery from my neck very rapidly disassembling from my body. I think we've recovered now. So we're going to do the usual debut sort of fare. We're gonna show off a little bit of a model because of course you've seen the upper half of me, but you haven't really seen much of the lower half. So we're gonna get on with that. We're gonna reveal it all. I'm gonna show all of it. So let me just It looks like my neck won't break anymore. It looks like we're fixed. So that's great. I am so glad everything is completely functional as intended. But yes, I'm gonna show off some of my favorite features of my lovely visage. I've also got my very, very cute, oh, whoops. Got some very, very cute glasses. These help me see because I don't have the best eyesight. Despite being a cat, you'd think, oh yeah, you'd have great eyesight. No good eyesight here. The eyesight is a little bit wonky. You can also see my very, very cute, my little ears. I can make them bounce. We'll also show a little bit of the outfit, a little bit of my very beautiful thief outfit. This is the clothes I usually wear when I am going to steal from people. Don't worry guys, I'm not going to steal from you, but just be warned, if you see me dressed like this, beware. Yes, so we have this lovely little dress. I've got a little green bits poking out, and my vials, these are my spells. I use these spells quite often, and what they do is, one of them is actually a health potion. One of them is actually a stamina potion. The other one, you'll find out. Now, onto the rest. Now we got a lovely little bit of leggage going on, a little bit of legs. I also, oh boy, what was that? Oh, what, no. Welcome, Alexander Crow, welcome. got my cute little tail swaying side to side. And fun thing about these legs, my lovely little legs, as my body floats, I can actually take off my tights, and I can have a little bit of bare legs when it gets to summer and it's a little bit sweaty and a little bit gross. But yes, and I'll also show off my toggles now, actually, real quick as well. So, beep, 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 beep. Most professional indie debut ever, you know. This is exactly how all... This is how all debuts go. It's how all debuts go. Like the green gem, yes. My lovely little neck gem, it was a gift from my mama, and I think it's quite lovely, and it's very precious to me. It is the one thing that I will never be able to part with. How I'm becoming. Shush, hush now, hush now. I've only been queen for a little bit, so I'm not quite there yet. I'm still getting all the training and all the formalities and stuff, so we're working on it, But yes, onto my little arm tricks. So I have a microphone. I'm not gonna sing for you right now. That'd be quite terrible, actually. I have warmed up, but I do not, throat no sing today. Throat no sing. Hello, welcome. But yes, it's how all debuts go, yes. Yeah. They all go a little bit crazy. Neck rapidly disconnecting from my body, not a phrase I expect to hear, but glad it is now in the repertoire. Yes, you will hear many a strange phrase from me, I assure you. Especially with the focus on fantasy, you never know what you're gonna get. You never, ever know. Because weird things happen all the time. But yes, that is my microphone. I've also got a little masquerade mask, a little bit of a cheeky masquerade mask. I might use this from time to time, maybe if we're sneaking into a party. I have had it on the brain. By on the brain, I mean, I will say, as the youth say, I have a little bit of brain rot. A little bit of brain rot regarding Skyrim, so we will be streaming Skyrim at some point very soon. Expect 8-hour streams of possibly almost silence. Just finally trying to beat the game. I've never actually, fun fact about me, I've never fully beaten Skyrim. I get too distracted. I do everything else but defeat Alduin. Though I don't think that'll be very surprising once you experience me for a while. Next up we have, I can take off my glasses. I can take them off. You can see my pretty little face. You can get a good old look at these eyes. Now I can't see you, though. I cannot see you at all. So they're going straight back on. Please no more Laura. Don't you worry. You will get fed plenty of Laura. Oh, I hate... The only thing that came to mind just then was, if anyone remembers that video from Monsters vs. Aliens, the blue guy being force-fed all the carrot. I don't know why my mind went there, but yes, I must keep up formalities. I must keep up my regal exterior. No more brain rot. And lastly, I have my little cloak. Now this is when you really want to run. If you see me in this, that means I am actively going to be stealing from someone. Someone is going to be losing something very, very soon. There's an ending to Skyrim, allegedly. I've never seen it, so I'm doubtful. And also I don't want to lose Parthenax. I love Parthenax. God bless Parthenax. But yes, this, if you see me in this, that means I will be stealing from some nobles. Maybe I will have had a previous conversation as queen with them, but if they annoy me, consider their possessions mine. As all queens should, But yes, so I believe that is all the toggles done. So we're gonna go over my little PowerPoint, my lovely little PowerPoint I've made for you all that I definitely didn't rush this morning. Definitely didn't rush for it to make sure it was done in time. Right, let me crack it out. Here we go. Yes, there is my lovely logo. I'm just gonna take a quick sip of water. It's always good to stay hydrated. I hope all of you are frequently drinking water. That is an order from your queen. Make sure you're frequently drinking enough water and staying healthy. I say this with one of the apothecary's very, very dangerous energy drinks by me. The apothecary did say they shouldn't have no health negative effects, but I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure this lovely little energy potion will be just fine. Yes, onto the cloak has ear pockets too. Yes, it does. It has tiny little ear pockets. It's very sweet. I love it. We've got enough Skyrim remix to feed you for your entire life. Yes, that's the one. That's the one. All right, let's go. So, of course, my name is Robyn Woods, not to be confused with the other guy who is also green. My birthday is September 29th, making me a Libra. I only drink tea. Fair enough, you know, fair enough. Gotta keep awake. I am 21 years of age, which might be a little bit young to be a queen in this day and age, but they were doing it younger back then, so history's a little bit whack, so. My favorite food, despite being a cat, is cheese. I love cheese. I love stinky cheese. I love extremely mature cheddars. If I see cheese, goddamn, you know I'm gonna be all over it. Especially with honey. I love honey and jam with cheese or crackers cheese. Yeah, cheese. It's good stuff. Very good stuff. Very, very good stuff. Very good for you. And considering my number one fear is milk, having cheese can... it gives me a little bit of that dairy I'm missing. Yogurt too, actually. I'm fine with yogurt. It's just milk. I could go into plenty of stories about my lifelong fear of milk, but we won't. I love my fellow milk hater, yes. Yes, I'm glad to have found so many people who hate milk. It's bringing me very great joy, very great comfort. Cheese. Yes, cheese. Stinky cheese, stinky Robyn. No, I don't stink. I don't stink. I bathe at least once a day. No stinking. Called Rob-handed is genius. Thank you. I was giving myself a little bit of a pat on the back with the tags. But of course, as you know, I love sim games and I love fantasy, and I do have a very long list coming up of every single game that I'm going to play and force you guys to watch because you're all my pheasants. And that is the fan name, which I also gave myself a pat on the back for, because pheasants are very... I love pheasants. They're very silly birds. They are green, they have a red head, and beautiful wings. They're lovely creatures. But, you know, they rhyme with peasants, so my mind put two and two together. Milk but loves cheese. Yeah, phobias are funny. Phobias are very, very funny. These tags are so good, yes. So, for our first tag, we have Rob Artful. This was the only one I couldn't think of a funny pun for, so it might change when I suddenly get the eureka moment. For clips, it is Caught Rob-handed. You may have noticed already my shorts have been tagged with Caught Rob-handed, so yeah. Again, I had a little epiphany and I was like, oh, I have so many opportunities. This is gonna be fun. Live, rubbing around. Again, I didn't really have a clever one for that. And for the sus stuff, a little bit of a suspicious stuff, the suspicious stew, is Rabuti Woods. I will not make comments on my behind, however this tag does exist and it is there. But yeah, so that is all of these very important bits and bobs. Alright, and onto my hobbies. So in terms of my hobbies, I do a little bit of everything. I do a lot of stuff. I do art, I do singing, in my free time very little. I won't let you guys hear it yet. I need to scrub up on that a little bit. Research. I spend so much time researching. I have a very strong addiction to just finding knowledge. A while ago, the big topic I got really obsessed with was the Titanic from the Earth realm. Got very obsessed with the Titanic, so that was the main thing. Bing chilling, yes. The Titanic was something that was on my mind for a very, very long while. And not to mention, I also do a little bit of programming. So if you're wondering how I can program, the magical wizard came over and he was like, "Hello Robyn, I have this wonderful device that I found in the Earth realm." And I took one look at it and I was like, what on earth is that? Why is it a metallic rectangular box? What on earth can this machine do? And he did the most amazing thing, right? He handed me this device and he split it in half. And half of it came up like a book. And it was incredible. It was the most amazing thing I'd ever seen. And it had all these keys like a typewriter, and I just couldn't believe it. And then the screen lit up, and I asked him, "Good wizard, what witchcraft is this? What magic is this?" And he looked me in the eyes and said, "Robyn, this is technology. This is going to revolutionize our kingdom, and yes, it will. Once I have played 100 sim games, my kingdom is going to be run so efficient. My kingdom is going to be the most efficiently run kingdom for miles. And they'll all look at us and they'll be like, oh, they know what they're doing. They've got it down." And I'll be like, ha 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 ha, yes we do. Yes we in fact do. The wizard sounds awesome, wizard sounds sus, but cool. Don't worry about it, don't worry about it. Didn't expect the last two hobbies, yes, programming and 3D modeling. I actually after being handed this computer, I did travel into the Earth realm for a little bit to do some research on 3D modeling, and I learned quite a bit. I have a lot of fun doing it, so maybe you can expect some little tiny 3D Robins at some point. Maybe some little poly models. I think the best way to describe me would probably be just a knowledge sponge. If there is a skill to learn, I will try. I gave a shot at knitting. I could not do knitting. I was quite bad at knitting. What else have I tried? There's an absurd amount. I did give making cosplay props a little bit of a shot when I was very young. When I wanted to LARP as the good old knights. That did not go very well. We gave up on that very quickly. So if books and cheese wheels aren't nailed down, it's getting taken reasonable. Yes. Reading is actually the one thing I really need to do more. I probably read like maybe 2 or 3 books a year, which is really bad, but I read so much other stuff that it kind of makes up for it on the research side, I think. But now, onto my mega list. My mega non-comprehensive list. Some games I would like to stream. This is a bit of a long list, and the last ones are definitely co-op games. I will be finding some fellow VTubers, and I will be capturing them with their consent to play some video games, hopefully. Hopefully that'll be happening. Do you like Yuri or Yaoi more? Ooh, that's a good question. You know, partial to a little bit of Yuri, you know, a little bit of a morning wake up. Dear God, that's a lot of games, yes. Well, I was looking through my library. I have a very good old Steam library, which the wizard also introduced me to when he made my account. And I might have gone a little bit crazy on the kingdom spending funds, so I have a very, very large collection now of games that I either haven't played before or I should play. Signalis at its peak. I've put a few hours into it. Might stream that one eventually, because I never finished it. I have a very bad habit of starting games and then not finishing them. Glad to see Hades there, yes. Yeah, it's another one where I got pretty far in it and I stopped, and a lot of these are going to be played like fresh, completely blind, because it's been so long since I tried them. Terraria's always been very sort of intimidating. Never really given it a shot. Lots of classics here, yes. I'm really behind on a lot of classic games, but I really want to kind of key up on my gamer knowledge. I want to be able to watch the game announcement streams and be like, oh yes, I know exactly what that is. I love it. I can't wait for more of it. And that sort of thing. No Sims 1. I don't own Sims 1. If I owned a Sims 1, it would be on the list, but I don't. And I can't bother to say. Those Missouri Okami, yes! I really love Bandai Namco's Tales of series and their RPGs, so I'm currently working through Tales of Grace's F, which I actually grew up with. To break keyfabe a little bit, I grew up with Tales of Grace's F. Beautiful game, I love it. The story hasn't aged well. It's, in the sense of its writing is fairly okay, but I love it. It's got a strong place in my heart. But yes, you can expect to see all of these games, every single one of them, hopefully. Hopefully if I have the time. Which is House Closing RPG Maker PTSD. I love myself a little bit of RPG Maker games. No Silent Hill, actually. In my Steam library right now, on my Steam account, currently in my cart sits 4 of the Resident Evil games. And I'm very close. I'm so close to buying them. The consideration is there. And I might. Getting dangerously close to it. Silent Hill is an interesting one where I've always wanted to try it, but I almost worry I am too scared, too baby for it. I'm sure I'd enjoy it either way, but definitely I will be playing both of those, because I love a cheeky bit of horror. I love feeling scared. A little bit of a shock to the system. Do not do well with horror. It's a funny one. I have a funny relationship with horror. I've always been fond of it. I've always loved it. However, I am also a complete pansy, and when it comes to horror games, I have to understand the enemy mechanics for me to be able to play. If I can intimately understand how the enemies function and how they've been programmed, I'm fine. I am straight in there, and I love it. But if I don't, then I am having the absolute worst time. But yeah, other than that, horror is pretty, I'm pretty okay with horror. It varies. Do you play Silent Hill, play Signalis? Similar but less scary. Yeah, Signalis was definitely, that's like where I'd say I'm perfectly fine kind of horror, where it doesn't really faze me much. It's as soon as it starts leaning into like heavy realism, that's where I'm like, ooh, my mind is going places and I don't like it. My mind is making this way worse than it needs to be. But yes. I think horror games will be every once in a while because we will be keeping a mostly chill vibe. However, unless there comes up a collab or any horror games, you will see Unhinged Robyn. Unhinged Robyn gets very easily spooked or loud, or just very angry and very loud at people. So, it can vary a lot. It can vary a lot. And also, as I mentioned earlier, I will be trying to figure out the best time slot for streams because, of course, I know for a lot of people it is very, very early morning on the Earth realm, and I want to make sure that my streams are decently accessible to people, so I may be starting a little bit later in future. We'll see. I understand that aspect of it entirely. Yes. But yes, I think, but funnily enough, this is the most I had for my, PowerPoint, because I was a little bit last minute with it, a little bit, only a tiny bit, only a teeny tiny bit. Now I will say, I do think the next stream might be, there is a 80% chance that the next stream will be Skyrim. We'll see. Just gonna take a quick old sip of water real quick again. Hydration is always very good to keep up. But yes, probably a lot of Skyrim. Again, don't be surprised if you get a 8-hour stream from me at some point of just Skyrim. It's a very easy game to lose yourself in. I love that kind of fantasy. It's all very fun. But I do believe that is it for the PowerPoint. I would like to go over my art credits. My model was made by Super Miyo-chan. They have some really cute, pretty art, and lots of lovely, lovely models that they've made. The logo was made by me. I will be doing a little bit more drawing stuff, actually. I needed a little drawing just to fill in this page, so I did this one quickly. It's definitely my finest work. It's definitely my best work. 10 out of 10. Peak. Peak, as the youths would say. And the overlays are done by Fively Arts. I think they're very, very pretty, very therapeutic. I feel like I'm actually... you may not be able to see this, but the wizard has actually put up a green screen behind me, as he calls it, and I can teleport myself wherever I want to be, which is very, very cool and very, very nice. However, I don't have many places I can appear in yet, but I'm sure my collection will be rapidly growing. Magnum opus, yes, the best thing I've ever made. But yeah, I think those are all the things I wanted to go over for this main sort of debut. So how about let's lead this into a let's make a new slide real quick. You guys can't see this, Ask you anything. There we go. But yes, so if you've got any questions for me, feel free to ask away. I will love to answer them. Again, because it's very early doors, so I know people may be a little bit curious about stuff, but yeah, it is indeed very green. Yes, lots of green. I like the color green, a very normal amount. You know how people who love the color purple are very, very normal about the color purple? I'm like that for green. I have green bedding. I have lots of... Do you like Dr. House? No, unfortunately, I am unfamiliar with this house. I have not heard of him in my kingdom, but I may have to check him out. Pineapple on pizza. Oh dear, I'm going to upset some people. So, when I first went to the Earth Realm, one of the first delicacies they offered to me was pineapple on pizza. And I will be honest with you, as someone outside of the realm, I thought it was quite lovely, I thought it was quite fine. And it was only after I ate it that I learned, oh, people don't like this? But I think pineapple on pizza is perfectly serviceable. I think it's lovely. How do you like your coffee? I don't. No coffee. Just energy potions. I just drink energy potions. Opinion on chocolate mints. Oh, I do like a good chocolate mint. That's good, that's good. Do you have a pet? If no, what's your preference? Personally, I don't currently have any pets because it's a little bit hectic at the moment, so we don't have any. However, I do have 2 cats who visit me very often, and they are very lovely, and one of them is very chunky, so both of them. But I think for my preference, I don't really have much of a preference, you know? I'm pretty open to all animals. I like them all. I love snakes. I love small rodents. All of them. They're great. Wait for a similar shade of blue. Yeah, you just find out one color. It's like, oh yes, good stuff. Good stuff. Paste. Not even tea. No, actually, I can do iced tea. Again, I'll explain. The coffee and tea thing is mainly from the milk. Like generally, if you're ever curious on my opinion on a food, how much milk is in it and how much that milk is just pure straight up milk? Milk? That will kind of tell you my answer. Do you like Blade Runner? Blade Runner is one of those where I've heard so much about it throughout my kingdom. When they brought over movies from the Earth realm, people were absolutely obsessed with it. But I never really got the chance to watch it, so I'm hoping to watch it very soon. Favorite anime? Ooh, this one's a good one. Ooh, now I have the temptation to open my anime list to have a look and remind myself of what I've seen. Funnily enough, you may not expect this from me, but I am a very big fan of Evangelion actually, which might sound like a bit of a normie choice, but I do love a little bit of Evangelion. When it says we have to learn about the backstory, yes, that lore nugget will come in time, it'll come in due time. I think I like Evangelion, I like if anyone's familiar with the Braves, so that's an old mecha series, quite enjoy those. What else? I do love Freeman. Freeman's a recent one I've loved. Apothecary Diaries, that one's also really good. I don't really have a specific favorite, it switches frequently, usually based on what I'm currently watching. But yes, I think I've yapped your ears off for enough. I'll give it a second if anyone has any more questions, but I think we might be wrapping it up for this debut. This pseudo mini micro short sort of debut. This kind of identity crisis form of debut. Why does no one mention Trinity Blood? That one does sound familiar. It does sound very familiar, but ooh, I can't remember now. How long have you wanted to do VTubing? I've done it on and off for a very long time, to break kayfabe again. I've done it on and off for a very long time. Funnily enough, this is actually my first time streaming on YouTube, and it was a little bit of a shock because I tried to start the stream and I was like, oh no, why is it not starting? Where's it going? Where's it going? Where's it not going? And I looked at the webpage and it's like, start stream. I was like, oh. So it's interesting, it's interesting. But I've wanted to do VTubing properly for a very, very long time. Rerun is so cozy, yeah it is. It's such a sweet, lovely show. I just love all the tales it has, all the characters are beautiful. Are you hiring knights for your Are you hiring for your Knights of a Round Table? Not yet, but we might be soon. We might need a few Knights of a Round Table just to keep things in shape. Oh, that reminds me, the one other thing I wanted to mention. I am currently working on it. It's probably gonna be a little while before I open it up, but I will be making a Discord server just for community vibes, you know. It'll have like gap channels, all the gaming stuff, notifications for things like that. I'll probably also be posting a lot of the if I do any artwork of myself or if I commission any, we'll be posting it there, so is it going to be a royal rumble? Very excited I got it when I did. Again, I will be messing with the stream time, so don't know when the next one will be. Like, possibly next week, I don't know yet, but might try and throw one in on the weekend. Have you ever played Civ or Crusader Kings? No, actually. Crusader Kings has tickled my interest recently. I've been very curious about it, so I might be giving that one a shot soon. Do you like Death Grips? I'm not familiar with Death Grips, actually. That's another thing that I don't believe we've encountered in the kingdom. I might have to check that out. Might have a little bit of a look at it. But yes, oh gosh, I will say, to also break kayfabe, I lost 2 of the screws on my seat recently. I don't know where they are, so this chair is at constant risk of breaking. If I try and like lean too far, it might snap off, and that's not very good, and I'm very aware of it. Take your time finding the best for you. Definitely. But yes, I think we will wrap things up for now. I think we've basically done everything we need to. Decrypt's Peak. Ooh, I will have to check that out then. But for now, we don't have any fun goodbye yet. I know a lot of people like to have a nice little send-off. I haven't figured one out yet, but maybe I'll have one for next time. But thank you very, very much for coming. This is such a very warm welcome. I did not expect this many people to be here, to be honest. I was really, really scared before I went live, but thank you all so, so much for coming. I really, really appreciate it. This is like amazing. But yes, thank you all, and I will be seeing you again very soon.